What's up guys, it's Hyper here with another video, and today's video is going to be Fei or the Dark Kung Fu Girl monster review. We got a comment requesting this, so we're bringing this video for you guys. Now Fei is a really good monster in almost all aspects of this game. So first I'll go over her skills, then I will go over where she's good, and then finally I will go over what runes you should put on her. Alright, so getting into her skills. Her first skill attacks the enemy and reduces the defense, so it's a defense break with a 50% chance, and the Shadowless Kick or her second skill will be activated with a 30% chance. So her first skill is just a defense break and a 30% chance to activate the second skill. Alright, so Shadowless Kick or her second skill attacks the enemy 2 times and removes 1 beneficial effect each time. So basically it'll strip 2 debuffs. Third skill, now this one's really good. Strikes a random target 4 times. Each strike has a 25% chance to ignore defense. And if the skill's on cooldown, you have a 25% chance to counterattack. So the really cool thing about this is, let's say it's on cooldown. When you attack her, there's a 25% chance to counterattack. So then she'll counterattack with this skill, and then there's a 30% chance for it to proc into Shadowless Kick. So there's a chance it'll counterattack into her first skill, which will proc into her second skill. So that's really good. On top of all that, she also has an attack speed leader skill of 24% in arena, which is really good. So now we'll go into where she is good, where she isn't good, and stuff like that. So first I'm going to go into dungeons. So in Giants B10 she's actually pretty good because if you rune her right, she can hit really hard. Therefore she can be great in GB10 speed teams because she is a good nuker. The one downside to her in Giants B10 is since she can proc so much, and since this skill attacks 4 times, that does make it so the giant will counterattack more often, which can lead to failed runs. But other than can be very good in Giants B10. Alright, so now Dragons B10. Now in Dragons B10, Fei is actually really good. Again, in Dragons B10 speed teams, she can hit really hard, but there's other reasons that she's good in Dragons B10 too. So not only can she hit really hard, which is going to be good for Dragons B10 speed teams, what's also really good is that her second skill here can strip the immunity off, which is really important. So you can use her and a bunch of other nukers and Galleon and Tark or whoever, and it'll end up being really good because this can strip the immunity if it has to. Alright, so now for Necro B10. So in Necro B10, she can be good, but there are better options. She can be good if you're getting lucky with procs and stuff, because since the Necro boss has to be hit so many times, she ends up not being all that good in Necro, but she can be usable and she can be good. Her first skill only attacks once, so that is not ideal for Necro unless it procs into this one, which will attack 2 more times, which is good, but again it depends on the RNG of it actually proccing into that skill. This skill attacks 4 times, so that's good too. So again, that's why she can be used in Necro, but there are better options, so she's just kind of okay in Necro. She can be good, can be bad. It just kind of depends. Alright, so now for TOA. TOA, she's not the best monster. There's definitely better monsters. I would probably just recommend not using her in TOA, unless maybe you have like a really fast speed team going from 1 to 100 normal or something. She's really not TOA monster. I wouldn't recommend her there. She really isn't all that good in raids. She can be replaced very easily. The only thing she really provides is a defense break, which is good, and then she can hit really hard. But other than that, she's not really bringing very much to the table. So again, raids is something I wouldn't really recommend using her, but you can probably find use for her. So now I'll talk about Fei and PvP. So in other words, guild battles and arena. So she brings a lot to the table in terms of arena and guild battles. She brings a speed lead in arena, which is very good. She brings a defense break, she brings a strip, and she brings really good damage on this ignore defense skill. She can be used in a speed team in arena, so for example, Fei, Bernard, Galleon, and then a nuker. Her speed lead will help Bernard get the first turn, and then Galleon can give you attack buff and defense break, and then Fei and your other nuker can hit really hard. In Guild Wars, she can also be useful because she just hits really hard and she has a defense break and a strip, so that really is useful in terms of all PvP. So all in all, Fei is just a really good monster in almost every aspect of this game. There are areas in this game where she isn't as good, but she still can be usable. If you have a Fei, definitely build her. There's a lot of people out there that wish they had one but don't, so if you are lucky enough to have one, build it. There's only one real downfall to Fei, is that her third skill is random, so it can end up attacking people you don't want it to and end up doing nothing really that you wanted it to. So that's the one bad thing about Fei. So now I'm going to go ahead and get into the runes. The runes you use on Fei are kind of going to depend on how you actually want to use Fei. So if you just want a really nukey Fei, then you're going to want to build Rage Blade, attack, crit damage, attack of course, or Fatal Blade or something like that. You're going to want as much attack and crit damage as you can get while still having a good amount of crit rate. The main stats you'll be looking for again is attack and crit damage and crit rate, and then accuracy and speed does not hurt because the defense break, the strip, and speed is just good to get in more turns. Another way you could build Fei is potentially you could build it with Violent and Revenge, because more turns equals more proc. So Revenge and Violent will give you more turns, and these skills can end up just procking out of control and getting you a bunch of procs, which of course are really good, especially if you can still build it kind of nukey. It'll hit really hard. So that's another way to build Fei. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comments. If you want us to review a specific monster, leave it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.